It's been proven time and time again that your diet is absolutely pivotal in improving your health and ensuring you have good energy and focus throughout the day. Now, how can you improve your diet? Well, one of the best ways is to make sure that you focus on reducing inflammation. What's inflammation? Inflammation is when your body sends white blood cells to an area in order to protect itself, and it could show many different ways. It could be redness or dry skin, mental fatigue, focus, a lack of energy. It can show itself in many different ways. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to remove all inflammation in your body immediately with a 7-day detox. And I'll be joining in on that journey as well, and you can see how difficult it actually is. And more importantly, I'll also show you what are the best ways to prevent yourself from going back into your old routine and making sure you sustain these long-term habits. Stick around, at the end I will show you my amazing 7-day transformation. Okay, so I am off to my local supermarket to go and get some vegetables and fruit that I can actually eat. I'm going to show you exactly what I bought for my 1-week anti-inflammation diet. Now, I would recommend that you visit a slightly more premium store such as Waitrose or Whole Foods, as they tend to sell products that are a little bit less processed and they have a better range of organic foods. Okay, so there's 6 main categories for all the food types that I'm going to be eating over the next week, which are all anti-inflammatory, all healthy for you, and most of this stuff is organic. You don't need to do that because it's pretty expensive. So the first lot is just 100% raw organic vegetables, primarily sort of leafy based. So you've got the baby leaf and rocket leaf here, you got mushrooms, you got some lemons, which is going to be very good for my dressings, you've got spinach, you've got some avocados here, some good source of fats, some carrots and some broccoli. So this, I guess, is the real sort of bread and butter of what I'll be eating for the next week. The next category is going to be more sort of my grain replacement. So instead of eating, the bread, the rice, and the pasta, the sort of main things I'll be looking to eat are some sweet potatoes, which are proven to be more anti-inflammatory than white potatoes, and also some red split lentils. I mean, it could be any sort of lentils or couscous, but I think for me, I know that I like this food anyway, so I might as well incorporate it as part of my diet. Now, the next part of the diet is very important for me, and this is how I'm going to get my protein in. I'm still working out every day, so I need to make sure that I keep up the protein to keep the gains. So the main sort of sources are some nuts, and organic nuts are so expensive. I wouldn't recommend doing that normally. And just a good mixture of beans. So we've got some broad beans here, and we've got some a 10 bean mix here as well. So effectively it's going to be mainly from beans, nuts, and also legumes, which is the lentils that I mentioned earlier. The first is not to drink any coffee for the first 3 days. Now, I'll tell you why at the end of the video. Add some turmeric into almost anything you want. It's great for flavour, and it's probably the best single ingredient for anti-inflammatory properties. Lastly, garlic mashed up can be added to your peas, your beans, your salads. I love it. You might have a bad breath, but add this into your diet. Well, now during this diet, I'm going to try to abstain from meat. So that's pork, chicken, beef. Now, there's a lot of conflicting evidence out there. Some of them are saying it's inflammatory for your body, some aren't. So it's up for debate. So for me, the easiest thing to do is just to leave it out. Now, one thing that isn't up for debate is that fish is really good for you no matter what. So especially sort of wild and not farm fish. So I've got some salmon here. Fairly expensive for this sort of stuff. 100 grams is £6-7. But I think it's worth it for my week anti-inflammatory detox. And it's going to be a great source of protein. I'm probably only going to eat this once a day. And for me, one of the biggest difficulties is I hate fish. However, apparently if you hate fish, this is one of the best things to try to use to slowly get yourself into enjoying the taste. We'll see by the end of the week if I actually do like fish or not. And then finally, but definitely not the least important, is I need some hot drinks. So for me, it's just a whole blend of teas. So I've got some chamomile tea here, got some red bush with vanilla extract tea here, and we've got some lemon and ginger infusion tea there. So this is my first anti-inflammatory meal. We've got some beautiful salmon here, drizzled with some olive oil. Even though I don't like fish, it looks pretty good in the pictures anyway. I'm not sure if I enjoy the taste. We've got some under-ripened avocado, slightly hard, some lettuce and some kale, and we're just going to drizzle some lemon on the top of it. I'm just going to whip through a few of my favourite meals of the week. Sweet potato in a mushroom and spinach broth. Some beans and rice with some spinach, lettuce, a carrot on the side, and a drizzle of lemon. A disgusting mashup of broccoli, lentil, kidney beans with water. So this is my family's food. This is the dog's food. And then this is my food, which isn't bird food. It's a slab of garlic, some peas, and just some salad. I think the dog enjoys his food more than mine. If you're pushing yourself harder and faster every day, then I would highly recommend you subscribe to this channel, and I would really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button if you're currently enjoying this video. Finally, just some snacks to keep you satisfied. So we've got raspberries and walnuts, we've got some blueberries and walnuts, and my favourite, some strawberries and blackberries. So I finally finished my 7-day anti-inflammation diet, and I feel amazing. I'm going to show you 4 top ways that you can sustain your diet based on what I learned in the past week. But first, I'm going to show you 4 amazing changes I noticed in my own body. Number 1 is my skin. One of the main reasons I started this diet was because my skin hasn't been amazing. It could be uneven, it could be red, and I wanted to see what an anti-inflammation diet could do. And the results have been amazing. It looks a lot better and it feels a lot better, as hopefully you can see from these pictures. Number 2, my face. I've noticed my face looks a lot better. Maybe you could be a better judge on that, but right now it looks even. There's less bags under my eyes. Hopefully the before and the after shot will also show this. Wow, look at this. I'm shocked myself, to be honest. I didn't think there'd be this much of a change. On the left is obviously the before. My skin looks more red and the bags under my eyes look a lot better. And I also think I look a lot younger, but maybe you guys could judge that better than I can. Leave a comment below. Number 3 is my energy levels. I'm feeling a lot more awake in the morning. I'm not yawning. And not only that, the type of energy feels a lot more clean. It's difficult to say, a lot more pure than how it did before when I had, a coffee or an energy drink. And the results prove it too. I broke my all-time running record, of which I did 7 minutes and 40 seconds per a mile. And my old record was 8 minutes. That's a massive change. That's more than 5%, I think. And in just 1 week, improving 5% is amazing. Number 4, and in my opinion, the least important, but I know some of you guys out there would disagree. I've lost almost 3 kilos in weight. That's a massive change in just 1 week. I went from around 63 kilos to 60 kilos. These are my top 3 tips. So day 2 and day 3 will be your most difficult days. Be prepared mentally for that. Prepare yourself some sort of reward for when you get past that. So on day 4 and 5, try and have yourself some sort of reward so that you have that motivation to get through and carry on your diet. Tip 2, if you're a caffeine addict, try to go for the first 3 days without caffeine, and on day 4, then you can have your green tea or your black coffee, and that will serve as a massive reward and motivator for you to keep going. Finally, on your first shot, make sure you buy plenty of fruit and nuts. I had major cravings for snacks all the time, and every time I opened up my cupboard, I had chocolate bars staring at me. If you buy loads of fruit and nuts, you won't have this problem. And when I say loads, I'm talking buy some grapes, buy some berries, raspberries, blackberries, cherries, buy loads of different varieties of nuts, Brazil nuts, cashew nuts, almond nuts. Make sure you have plenty of food readily available so you have no excuse to give in when you have all the food available right at your hands. So I want you now to commit to a 7-day anti-inflammation diet. Plan out a date in your calendar. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe. Cheers.